Hi everyone, it's David D'Arcangelo. I'm here to show you the 9 simple ways to delay the aging process, to perform closer to your mental and physical capabilities. Wouldn't that be amazing? If you're operating at 50 or 60%, what if you could get 10% more, 20% more? My dad recently, and it was all over the news, just before Memorial Day, he'll turn 90 in November, about 3 or 4 months from now, and he chased down a 25-year-old robber right into the hands of a police officer, and he was gaining on him. So I think I know something about age, and he did it through an NAD stimulator that I gave him, and he credits that. So let me take you back. So what's the first thing you want to do in the 9 ways? There's diet and food, exercise, water, wine. You want to reduce sugar, sleep, vitamin D, stress. But before I share those with you, it all happens because of cells. How do you slow the aging process? How do you insert 10 or 20 years in the middle of your life instead of adding 10 or 20 at the end? That's not what I want. I want them right now when I can perform the best. So understand this. In every cell in your body, there's trillions of them. There's a nucleus in the center, which is like the quarterback on a football team. You go here, throwing the passes, calling everybody to do their job. It does the same thing in your body. So let's look. The mitochondria, which is the power plant of each of your cells, the mitochondria are taking directions from the nucleus. The nucleus turns down and says, hey, look, I need more energy. If you need more energy, the mitochondria are what powers your ATP. That's your energy storage and production for recall, your endurance, your recovery. When you pick up your arm, that's ATP. That's energy. But wait a second. To produce energy, what do you burn? Like a fire, you burn a log. You have to burn fats, carbs, and proteins. So I want you to know what you put into your mouth, the air you breathe, it all ends up in your cells. You're either suffocating your cells and basically making this mitochondria's job very difficult, or you're driving it. You're providing fuel. It burns fat, carbs, and proteins to produce energy that powers you. The longer and better that communication is, the more efficient, effective, and ageless you will be. Let's go back to the 9. Diet and food. Me, all I can tell you is I get up every day, I head over to the blender, I put in my frozen fruit, I put in my water, a little bit of rice milk or milk, and then basically protein powder, and I hit the switch. I take my Nectar7 niagen, Nectar7 collagen, my NAD boosters. Boom, I'm done, I'm eating a meal. I just provided that fuel. I'm on an empty stomach and I drove fuel into the machine that's going to get into my cells to power my body. It can do the same thing for you. You'll feel great. Number 2, exercise. I take my 3 dogs, 2 beagles and a cattle dog. We get into the truck and we head to the gym. You may just go out the door and put your shoes on and take a walk. You may walk up the stairs, instead of take the elevator. But get your body moving, because the energy you're creating from the food that you're eating and the sun that's driving you is basically the machine. You're it. You can operate efficiently. Exercise. You'll feel great. You get great oxygen in your brain. Water. Everybody's heard this. There's nothing new here. Just continually drive. Your body is over 70% water. You're everything that you are, your face, your skin. Just replenish, drive it with your water. I like a little wine. I put it on my list. Everybody talks about resveratrol or the benefits of that you'll find in wine. So I have a glass every other night or so, or I wait to the weekend, or some people do it 1 a day. But it can be good for you and relaxing. Reduce your sugar. I was at a birthday party last night. Look, when the dessert comes around, I'm taking a bite. I don't get a whole one. My wife and I and others, we all share. That's what you do. Just don't pollute it, because where does the sugar end up? It ends up here. Then you have the nucleus calling down to the mitochondria, and it's driving all this sugar, and it turns into, just all the things you don't want. So you don't want to pollute that process. Just a little bit is enough. Sleep. I always try to get great sleep. I'm just a natural sleeper anyway. You should be the same. The NAD boosters also have that ability. Sometimes a lot of people comment and say, gosh, my circadian rhythm, my day and night oscillation of when my body knows sleep day and night, it works better. You wake up refreshed, you're ready to go. Vitamin D in the sun, you know my routine. Get up, go to the gym, drink my shake. After the gym, go to the beach, turn the dogs loose, get out, and I de-stress, which leads me into the next one. If you live this way, your body is machine. I believe I'm in charge of my body. I'm going to tell it what to do because I know what drives it. And I'm going to have fun at the same time, but I want to perform at the highest level possible. David Sinclair did a study on mice, and they gave them an NAD booster. The mice, after 2 weeks, they had the 2-year-old mouse had the muscle tissue after they had an NAD booster for 2 weeks of a 6-month-old. That's the equivalent of me being 60, which I am, having the cells of a 20-year-old. How would that work for you? What if you just got to 40? How about 50? You win either way. And finally, number 9 is the NAD booster. That's my Nectar7 Niagen, my Nectar7 collagen. Great benefits to drive me to be the best that I can be.